Coming up, west of Japan struck with powerful earthquake. Ukrainian missiles strike Russian city of Belgorod. The Houthi rebels in the confrontation with USA at the Red Sea. Brought to you by No Delay Relay. A powerful earthquake struck western Japan with an epicenter in Ishikawa, leading to authorities issuing a tsunami warning. The earthquake initially measured at a magnitude of 7.6 on the Richter scale, with subsequent aftershocks with magnitudes of 6.2 and 5.2 on the Richter scale. Though no immediate reports of damage or casualties emerged, evacuation orders were given, cautioning residents about potential tsunami waves estimated to reach heights of 5 meters. This incident echoes the tragic events of March 11, 2011, when northeastern Japan faced a devastating earthquake and tsunami, resulting in 18,000 casualties and significant damage, including the Fukushima nuclear power plant disaster. Ukraine has been accused by Russia of carrying out a terrorist attack in the western Russian city of Belgorod, utilizing internationally prohibited cluster munitions. The accusations were presented by Russia's permanent ambassador to the United Nations, Vasily Nebenzia, during an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council requested by Moscow. Russian authorities claim the missile strike from Kiev caused at least 21 fatalities and left a minimum of 110 people injured, including 17 children. Nebenzia asserted that the use of cluster munitions was a deliberate and indiscriminate act against civilian targets. The facilities targeted included sports center, an ice ring, and a university. The Russian envoy characterized the incident as a terrorist attack by the Kyiv regime against civilian city, urging the UN Security Council members to assess the damage inflicted on the Russian city. Earlier reports from Russian officials detailed extensive damage caused by the Ukrainian attack in Belgorod Oblast, including casualties among civilians, including children. Belgorod Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov highlighted the destruction of homes, businesses, a football pitch, leisure center, and a preschool. He advised residents via social media to seek shelter as sirens sounded. Images circulated by Russia's RIA news agency displayed burning cars, while other online images depicted black smoke rising from Belgorod. The Russian Defense Ministry reported the destruction of over a dozen Ukrainian missiles and the downing of 32 drones in various regions. The ministry also warned that the attack on Belgorod would face consequences and would not go unpunished. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed confidence that his country will emerge stronger in the coming year, despite any challenges it may encounter. In his New Year's address to the nation, Zelensky stated, "Just as we said on December 31st last year, today we affirm we cannot predict what the new year holds for us. However, this year we can additionally declare, no matter what it brings, we will be stronger." Zelensky also commented on the current situation in the battlefield. "Next year, the enemy will feel the wrath of domestic production. Our weapons, our equipment, artillery, our shells, our drones, our naval greetings to the enemy, and at least 1 million Ukrainian FPV, all of which we will generously use. On land, in the sky, and of course, at sea. Our Black Sea. And this year, the enemy will feel like never before. He has no place there," he added. On Sunday, the U.S. military confirmed that it had engaged Houthi rebels in the Red Sea, responding to their attack on a cargo ship and resulting in the deaths of several rebels, marking an escalation in the maritime conflict associated with the Gaza war. A White House official stated, "We will act in self-defense going forward." According to statements from the U.S. Central Command, the crew of the USS Gravely destroyer intercepted 2 anti-ship ballistic missiles aimed at the Singapore-flagged Maersk Hangzhou on Saturday night. This came after the cargo ship reported being hit by a missile earlier while navigating the southern Red Sea. Subsequently, the same cargo ship faced an attack from 4 small boats using small arms fire early Sunday, with rebels attempting to board the vessel, as reported by the U.S. Navy. In response to the distress call from the Maersk Hangzhou, the USS Gravely and helicopters from the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier issued verbal warnings to the attackers. However, the assailants fired on the helicopters, prompting the U.S. Navy helicopters to return fire. 3 of the 4 boats were sunk, resulting in the deaths of those on board, while the 4th boat fled the area. No harm to U.S. personnel, equipment, or casualties from the cargo ship were reported. The Houthi rebels acknowledged the death of 10 fighters in the confrontation and issued warnings of potential consequences. The UK is considering airstrikes on Houthi rebels after the US confirmed they sank 3 of its boats in the Red Sea. Defense Secretary Grant Shapps confirmed the government would not hesitate to take direct action to prevent further attacks. Serious, he added the UK won't hesitate to take further action to deter threats to freedom of navigation in the Red Sea. The Houthis should be under no misunderstanding. We are committed to holding malign actors accountable for unlawful seizures and attacks. On December 8, 2023, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro ordered military exercises at the Guyanese border in response to the UK sending the HMS Trent to Guyana, seen as provocation. The General Domingo Antonio Cifuentes 2023 exercises involve 6,000 soldiers, including air and naval forces. Maduro called the UK's move a threat and a violation of the Argyll Declaration. The conflict stems from a colonial-era dispute over the Essequibo region's resources. Recent tensions heightened due to oil discoveries, with Venezuela opposing ExxonMobil's involvement. A referendum on October 23 favored the annexation of Essequibo, raising concerns of a potential invasion. On December 14, Maduro and Guyana's president, Irfan Ali, signed a declaration for peaceful cooperation. On December 8, 2023, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro ordered military exercises at the Guyanese border in response to the UK sending the HMS Trent to Guyana, seen as provocation. The General Domingo Antonio Cifuentes 2023 exercises involve 6,000 soldiers, including air and naval forces. Maduro called the UK's move a threat and a violation of the Argyll Declaration. The escalation on December 28 presents a clear obstacle to settling the dispute. Currently, the situation does not appear severe enough to result in open-armed conflict. However, it is crucial to bear in mind that any future conflict could swiftly escalate into a regional war. This pioneering restaurant, with a promise to revolutionize food technology, stands as the world's first operational venue where both the ordering and cooking processes are entirely automated. Guests can observe the robotic meal preparation process by checking in with their Pop ID accounts at self-service kiosks, facilitating personalized order suggestions and hassle-free payment. The rapid introduction of fully autonomous restaurants raises concerns about potential job displacement. with automated systems replacing human roles, contributing to unemployment and economic inequality. Additionally, there are ethical considerations regarding the impact on the workforce and the social implications of reducing human interaction within customer service. Well, that's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest news brought to you by No Delay Relay.